Hello everybody, my name is Suyash, you're watching Mind Body Spirit. Welcome to another episode of the Law of Attraction Success Stories series, the series in which I share inspiring real life Law of Attraction success stories with you in the hope that if you make this series a part of your daily schedule, your happiness level, cheerfulness level and your results with the Law of Attraction will increase to a large extent. Today I have for you 3 inspiring success stories that will provide a proof to you that the law of attraction is real, the law of attraction absolutely works, and if it has worked for these people, it will definitely work for you. And I would recommend you to watch this video till the end because the last story, the third story, teaches us something very important about the law of attraction, about which I have talked a little bit towards the end of this video. So see this video till the end and let's get started. Now the first story has been sent to me on Instagram by Ashish and I have named it Becoming a Good Student. Hi Suyash, I recently discovered your channel and I am loving your videos. Well, thank you. Thanks for these success story videos. They really keep me motivated and happy because I start my day with one video of yours. So you're using the success story series exactly as I intend people to use it. That's really wonderful, Ashish. So then Ashish continues. As a kid, I was a good student. But around class 8th, I started losing interest in studies and was just not able to focus. I hated studying and its effect was visible in my results also. I started being known throughout my school as a bad student and the teachers did not like me. Then came the last year of school, class 12th. I was aware that what I score in this year will remain with me throughout my life, and this was a very crucial year. But even then, my old tendencies did not let go, and I still did not want to study. And in all the term exams, I either failed or just passed, narrowly passed. That did not matter, as all that was in preparation for the board exams, which are held at the end of the school year. Just before that, the school conducts pre board exams. I could find no way to pass pre board and board exams, and I thought I will use the law of attraction for that. Since the pre-board exams were just 1 week later, I applied law of attraction for just passing in all the subjects and not failing in any of them. When the results were declared, it was exactly what I had intended. I had not got good marks, but I also had not failed in any subject. So this motivated me, and I decided to apply law of attraction for getting good marks in board exams. If I could score good marks in the boards, all the bad marks of my past would not matter. And I started to visualize getting good marks in boards. I visualized that the results had come and I was happily telling about them to my family who were happy and proud. I made a goal that I will get 80% marks and made a mock mark sheet on the bottom of which it said in bold, aggregate 80%. So this is in fact a technique that I've talked about in just my previous video, yesterday's video, in which I've talked about 10 tools and techniques that a lot of people don't know, but they are very powerful when you use them to apply the law of attraction. So do check that video out, yesterday's video, if you haven't seen it. So then Ashish continues, when I started doing this, I don't know how, but I was able to focus on studies. Earlier, I was unable to study for more than a few minutes at a time without getting distracted. But now, I was able to study continuously for 3 to 4 hours, after which I would take a break and then study again. I was surprised myself at this change. Anyway, I gave the exams. I felt scared sometimes, but I watched your videos and that kept my faith strong. The exam went well. I knew that there was no way that I will fail in any of the subjects, but I wanted to get good marks also. Finally, the day of the result came and I had scored good marks in most of the subjects and failed in none. The average or the aggregate was 81.7%. Wonderful. I was just so happy. I ran to my mom and told her about the result, just like I had imagined so many times when I was visualizing. Now, my intention is to get admission in a good engineering college and build a career using my newfound focus and the law of attraction. Ashish, I'm so happy for you, and it's just a blessing, to discover the law of attraction at an early stage of your life. You have your entire career ahead of you, And I'm so excited that after this success, how much your belief must have increased, and how nicely and how effectively you're going to apply the law of attraction. And of course, your focus and your hard work will be there, but you're going to really achieve excellent things. And I'm so happy for you. And thank you so much for sharing this wonderful and inspiring story. Now, this next story has been sent by Gilberto, and Gilberto himself has named it Instant Manifestation. And by the way, when you're sending your stories, which I feature in the videos, feel free to name them yourself. That would be just wonderful. So, Gilberto has named this story Instant Manifestation. Hi Suyash, love your videos. Here's a manifestation that I think your viewers might like. I never thought of myself as lucky, especially when it came to raffles. In fact, I don't think I remember the last time I had won a raffle. I realized it was because I had a limiting belief that I am not lucky and that I just don't win raffles. I decided to drop that belief. A couple of weeks after that, I was at a networking event, and at the end, they were having a raffle. So I thought it would be fun to see if I could manifest winning the prize. So what I did was, I visualized hearing my name and feeling the excitement of winning. I held this feeling for about a minute, and then I let it go, being completely fine with not winning. This is an important line. I will repeat it. I held this feeling for about a minute, and then I let it go, being completely fine with not winning. And then Gilberto continues, all the while, they were calling out the several winners for all the prizes. They came to the last winner for a $50 gift card. In that moment, someone else's name was called, but then something amazing happened. The person who won decided to give back the prize so that someone else could win it. And of the 100 people who still did not get a prize, they called my name. I had this feeling of being pleasantly surprised by the universe, and I learned just what happens when you let go of the outcome and of limiting beliefs. It was truly an empowering experience and an enlightening experience. Wow, Gilberto, thank you so much. And I think it teaches us something about letting go. And I am, in fact, making a video about this very soon. So, probably in the next 1 week, I will have a video about something that I've taken from this story, something that this story actually reminded me of, which is something very important to the law of attraction. So, next week, that video is coming. Now, let's come to the last story, the third story, the story about which I told you in the beginning. And it has been sent by Eric, and I have named it Writing Dream Life into Existence. And Eric writes, 4 years back, when I learned the law of attraction, the reality of my thoughts hit me. I was constantly focusing on everything that was wrong with my life, everything that needed to be fixed, all the things of the past which had had bad effect on me. I always thought that constantly keeping check on everything that's wrong is the only way to set things right. When I came to know about the law of attraction, I realized that that kind of thinking itself was keeping the right things away from me. My negative thoughts were consistent, hence my experiences were negative, which made me think more negative thoughts and hence more negative experiences, and so on. Now, this chain, so many of us struggle with this. And I thought that this was natural. But upon learning that we can change our experiences by changing our thoughts, I decided to just make a drastic change. I decided to start focusing on all the good things and focus on what I want instead of what I don't want. When I started focusing on the 1 or 2 good things that I thought I had going on for me, the floodgates opened. From 2 to 20 and from 20 to hundreds, I found good everywhere I looked. Beautiful. Till now, I wanted to beautify everything outside. When the outside was already beautiful, the problem were my eyes. But now my eyes were fixed and I could see beauty everywhere. It has been so beautifully written. And then Eric continues, I came across your video about writing about 6 months back. Your explanation of why writing is so effective with the law of attraction made a lot of sense to me. So I decided to use it in my law of attraction practice. I made a journal in which I wrote almost every day about all my intentions, as if they had already manifested and I was writing about my past. It was a lot of fun because it felt so real in my mind, as I anyway am in the habit of writing a diary at the end of every day. That was the day when I started writing my intentions like you had taught, and then there's today. I am never without an intentions journal, as they have totally changed my life. Till now, I have manifested a beautiful black car, a career that I am finally satisfied with, friends who I met within the last 6 months, that is, since I started writing, and opportunities to travel to countries that I always wanted to go to. Thank you for your simple but powerful videos. I wonder if you know how many lives you are changing through them. Well, I'm just sharing my experiences here, Eric, but thank you so much for your kind words. You know, this story I really like because, first of all, Eric has written it beautifully, but also because he highlights one extremely powerful process that I personally find it very close to myself because I have used it so many times and it has worked just wonderfully for me. You know why writing works so nicely? It is because when we are writing, it is a prolonged thought, and when we are constantly writing, and maybe when we are writing every day, we are giving it so much thought, we are constantly focused on it, we are not distracted by other things. Because, for example, when we are visualizing, sometimes we suddenly start visualizing something totally different. But how many times has it happened with you that you are writing and then you realize that I've written something different? That never happens. So when we are writing, first of all, it's a prolonged thought, which I talked about in yesterday's video. But then secondly, we are not distracted. We are so focused on that. And in fact, getting distracted while writing is difficult because we are so focused on that. And that is why writing is such a powerful process. And if we can do that consistently, if we can consistently write our intentions in the present tense, as Eric has written, as if they have already happened, as if we are writing about the past. So today I had such a wonderful day because I was in a resort in this beautiful island or something like that, If we can write about our intentions in a way that it has already happened and I'm just recording that experience that I just had, with that point of view, if we can write in our mind, the kind of impact that it will have will be absolutely phenomenal. Our belief will increase, what we are thinking about that idea being a distant one, something that maybe, how will I ever be able to manifest such a luxurious holiday? So from that thought, the thought will change to, it will start to seem really familiar to you because you are writing about it, every day, or if not every day, maybe every week. Every week you are writing about it, and then every day you are just reading what you have written. When you do that, instead of that intention being a distant thought that, you find that thought very foreign, instead of that, that thought will seem to you as very real and as your own, and as your own reality. And when that happens, you really start the process of manifesting really fast. So there are two ways to apply the law of attraction. One is to not change our beliefs, to not change the surface, but to keep planting seeds. Now when we do that, what happens is that the surface is barren, and then by luck, by chance, maybe a few seeds germinate. But if we can work on the ground itself, if we can work on our beliefs, then the law of attraction becomes effortless. And when you write, you work directly on your beliefs. You change your beliefs, you change what you think about the world, and you embed these different thoughts into your mind, and your mind starts recognizing those new thoughts, which, if you think about it, are not in the real world. But when you write about them in a way that yes, they are real, they start seeming real to you, to your mind, and your mind has immense power. Whatever your mind thinks is real, it sends a signal into the universe, and the universe responds with exact circumstances matching the thoughts that we have just sent out. And writing helps us phenomenally in that. Now, I already have a detailed video about writing. I will leave a link to that video in the I button. You can go and check that video after you're done watching this video. And another great way that we can use writing, apart from what Eric has done, is to write about all our successes with the law of attraction. So when I manifest something, I can just feel happy about it for 10 seconds and then go about my life. That's okay, but we are not exactly using that manifestation to our fullest advantage. How can we completely feel that happiness, and how can we completely feel a difference in our thought process because we have successfully manifested something? We can write it down. Spend 15-20 minutes writing about it. How did you apply the law of attraction? What did you do? Did you visualize? Did you feel grateful? Did you write like Eric has done? Then what happened? How did it manifest? And now how are you feeling now that it has manifested? Now that your intention is there in your real life, and also you sort of received a proof that the law of attraction works, then how excited do you feel about your future goals? Write all of that down. When you dwell on that, your mind sort of recognizes it, that yes, my thoughts are powerful, yes, my thoughts are manifesting. right? And when you write down your successes with the law of attraction, don't forget to send them to me so that I can feature them in these videos. You can either comment your stories down below, or you can follow me on Instagram or Facebook and send them to me directly as a direct message. And that's all for this video. Do share it with your friends and family that are also applying the law of attraction. If you liked this video, please hit the like button. Any comments or feedback, please use the comment section down below. Make sure that you subscribe to the channel and also hit the bell icon to be notified about my new videos. As usual, an absolute pleasure to talk to you in this video, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.